Now then, welcome back to Agrarian Skies 2. And look, I don't have fish on my ears anymore. Yes, we've had an update. Apparently it was an April Fool's thing that put fish on the back of my head, on my ears. And that fish stayed around because of some kind of bad calendar coding or something that I really don't understand. From one of the mod makers who included the mod in Jaded Cat's pack. And Jaded Cat has since updated... Don't shift click. Don't shift click. That is basically why I had them. And right now, I'm quite pleased with that. I want to shift click, man. I want to shift click my stuff out. It's not deleting it, at least. It's just throwing it on the floor. That's okay. Alright, so I've just made a ton of slabs. And you might be wondering, why have you made a ton of slabs, Nemsun? Well, quite simply, I want to expand the base today. So I thought I'd do a little intro to say, hi, hello, this is what I'm doing. And then get on with it. The first thing is first. I have an infinite cobble source. So I decided that I would come down here. There's a kind of a darkness issue, right? First, there's a kind of a darkness issue with the sky block in general, right? Let's break these couple here. When you go below the horizon, it becomes dark down here, and I think in this particular pack, I lost one. In this particular pack, in this particular map, there is a certain level at which that changes. And I believe it's down here. You see that's blue sky and blue horizon. Come down to here and it's dark sky, dark horizon. I'm kind of on the level here. So like head height around here. So as soon as I get below a certain level, the... let's see if I can do it here. Yeah. The skyline changes to be dark. Instead of blue. Blue sea, dark underground. Blue sea, dark underground. So I want to keep my main level at this height, so that I've got a nice surroundings around me. But I want to do something down here, some construction, where I'm putting half slabs down under here. Now I should be able to shift click these into place. I'm going to half slab it so that mobs can't spawn as well. And I'm basically just going to work out from this point here, which is a fair few blocks down from the top side, and just use up a ton of cobble. One of the things... Ow, don't do that. One of the things I'm going to be doing is keeping all of my good stuff out of the way. So if I die, it doesn't matter. If I die, it doesn't matter. I can just keep coming back, grabbing a few stacks of cobble slabs, going and replacing them, and so on. And of course, with my cobble gen, I can just come back up and get some more whenever I need. This is already refilled from the 6 that I've already taken. So that is what I'm going to do now, and I'll get back to you, well, in a few seconds for you. Hours for me, no doubt. Alrighty, so that is a big job. But it's done now, that's a good thing. However, I've just harvested the food after doing all that. Every time I come back up to get the cobblestone, I've been harvesting the food. And it's just not keeping up with me. It's just not keeping up with me. So digging at the cobblestone gen to get the gravel and the sand to make the clay that I need to make the smeltery, I'm going to have to put off for a bit, because food is now becoming more and more problematic. I'm starving most of the time, hungry most of the time. So I'm thinking that this new layout, which I've done in a grid system, so as you can see, do the chunk boundaries, and you can see that I'm on chunk borders. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 chunks. 1, 2, 3, 4 chunks. So it's a 4x4 chunk grid, and you can just about tell on the map as well, if we zoom in, that I'm on a 4x4 chunk grid. So the original island, I decided to leave that sort of nearly central. I call this central area, and yeah, I'm struggling with food, so I need bone meal to speed up the process. I've virtually used all of my bone meal supplies so far, and I haven't been leaving it to be dark at night because you never know what you're going to get spawning. I want to sort of control the spawning and control everything I want to control everything. So I'm thinking about building a planter. First of all, a stone planter from Progressive Automation to get a basic farm going that's going to automate itself instead of me having to do the harvesting all the time. And also, I'm thinking about doing a little mob farm. Just a little mob farm just to use this stone killer as well, which is another easy recipe to sort out. So I'm going to make a stone killer and a stone planter and play around with them for a little bit in this new area. And I'm actually planning, let me give you a rough idea here. I'm actually planning on having most things on the surface and having that cobblestone layer, the underbelly. So as you come downstairs to the underbelly, you've got a ceiling. And I'm planning on extending the ceiling out in all directions as we go. So not to confuse you, that is still my upper level. This will be the ceiling level, and this is basically the basement. That I've laid the floor to the basement first. So that I can't drop things down into infinity and beyond. And if I fall off things like big tall trees, I should be okay. Right, I'll get that sorted, and I'll be back in a bit. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to get Slab happy again, I think. I've brought the stone killer, the Progressive Automation killer, over here. Not ready, need sword yet. But the swords obviously don't have a lot of durability on them. So, for some reason, I can't even place that in there anymore. I think that's just got no durability left. Swords don't have any durability, so I'm going to need to get a smeltery to make a sword that will work in there, I feel. I feel that's the thing, because I don't think you can make a flint sword, can you? I don't think you can make a flint sword. Let's have a look at the sword blades from Tinkers. Flint sword blade. Yes, you can make a flint sword blade. Okay. So I need to make a flint sword blade. That's the thing. And get a sword in there. But for right now, I want to also make a kind of a vanilla spawning platform. So, whereas this is a half slab on the lower, so nothing could spawn on it, I want a row on the higher part of a half slab. So this should be like full-on blocks. Yeah, full block, yeah. So I want it like this so that we can have a very basic mob farm that I can come along and just punch their feet, right? So in order to stop them from getting out, I'm going to need to put at least a level here. And this is just temporary. There's all sorts of mob farming machines in this pack. I mean, all sorts. There's like tons of the stuff. So we've got Progressive Automation and we've got Mine Factory Reloaded, which everyone uses and so on. And it's easy enough to sort out. What I'm working on at the minute is just making it so that they flow down to this side here. So if I put some water at the end, I can sort of flush them down to the kill. So yeah, I'm working on some cheap way. It's my cheap way of making a mob farm for now, just to get some skeletons spawning that I can kill really easily in order to get myself bones, to then do the farming faster, to get myself a stable food supply, and from there I can move on. So we're on 2.5 blocks. We'll do that like so. There we go. That should be dark enough for them. Let's just put another layer down here just to make sure of it. And there we go. And I want to extend that over here as well, so that that's dark enough. Oh man, I'm starving again. And we want to make sure that they can't get out of here. So let's use this there and there. Okay, slab happy. Now you can see that it's gone pitch black dark in there. So in theory, they should come and... Oh man, I'm slow moving. They should just spawn in there and I can go and kill them. It's very, very temporary. Very, very temporary. But it's good enough in a skyblock. It's good enough for a skyblock. Oh look, they're already spawning. Oh, that's a bat. Okay, the bat's already spawned in there. Blah, blah. Oh man, I hope I've got some apples up here. I keep going back up hoping that something's spawned. Oh yeah, look. Mossy stones here as well now. Good, good. Jaded Cat said it would be. Oh, give us this. Oh. That gets me from the hunger doors. Oh, I've got 1 piece of wheat. Oh yeah, in the update, look what happened. Basil no longer goes in the ex nihilo barrels. I don't know if that's intentional, because I'd found a thing that does the things that makes it useful in some way. Oh, I forgot to light the top of it, didn't I? Everything's spawning on top of it instead of in it. Oh my god, I even took torches, didn't I? Oh my days. Alright, well, I'll just have to sleep, get them to burn up in the daylight, and then go and sort them out and tidy this mess up. I'm not going to make it any bigger right now. Yeah. You burn and die. You burn and die. I want your drops. You can burn in the sunlight and die. There's some in there as well, so that's not too bad. Come on then. Pa-ding. Oh, can we get a record? Can we get a record? Skellies kill creeper. Skellies kill creeper. Why isn't that one burning? Why is that one not a burning? Do you think you're underground or something? Ow, no. 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 And this one. Am I going to get this one? Am I going to get this one without dying in the process? I'll hide around this corner here. Yeah, you can't get me, can you? Yeah. Bows, arrows, and all sorts. So what we got in here? We've got Bonnie. That's a mod maker, maybe. A normal zombie. Well, like that. Mini Lien. Well, they get manhandled. Whoa, got another potato. Good. And who's this? Just a normal, regular zombie. Okay, well, that's good enough for me. So, all I really need to do then is get myself up here and put some torches on the top. And we should have a working mob farm. They'll just carry on working, hopefully. Look at me moving really slowly again. Did I get anything? I got a baked potato. I got a potato. I'm going to show you this planter as well this episode, because it's pretty important. But first, I'm going to get myself some food. Well, I've taken to eating these cooked silkworms now. Cooked silkworms don't exactly give you a lot, but at least they give you something. So the spare silkworms, I can just eat. They're better cooked. Everyone knows a cooked worm is better than a raw worm straight out of the tree. Straight out of the ground, straight out of the tree. In this case, they were out of a tree, weren't they? But a cooked silkworm is much better. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh. So it's like survivalist. Survivalist, I've been eating all sorts of strange things as a survivalist. Right, the crop planter. Right. It can use a flint mattock, which is good. I'll put charcoal and whatever crop I want in there, and it will just grow it. Now, I have a feeling that this will only grow it when it's got a water source close by, or at least that'll make it quicker. I did use a bit of bone meal up on it, and made it grow and harvest, so I know it works. There's been an update. I've updated the pack, and kind of blew things up by the looks of it. Dang it. Thank you. Cheers. My word. Alright, well, there's some stuff that I don't need. I'm going to throw that away into there. Yeah, I just used the Rainmaker, and instead of getting it back, I ended up blowing the place up. And it didn't quite work the way I was expecting it to, really. Not the way I was using it earlier, anyway. Dang it, man. Yeah, it just went started raining, and then boom, blasted everything up to hell and back. And now I've got to pick up all my stuff off the floor. I was only making a little bit of rain so I could throw my dust into the barrels and get clay to make my tinker smeltery. Man, that update has just blown me away a little bit. I thought I'd better say hello and record. I wasn't recording at the time, as you can see. So I was just going to fill these barrels up and just get some, get a little bit of clay, like, that was all. That was what I was planning on doing. Just getting a little bit of clay, just like that. Yeah. There we go, trying to get enough of each to be able to do the job. Well, I'm going to make the most of this rain and do a fair amount of clay making right now because, well, it just blew stuff up. Somebody mentioned in the comments, Drying Rack, thank you very, very much. You are a star. Yeah, I'm just going to sort this inventory out a little bit more. Put things away that I'm not going to be using for a little while inside here, out the way. And yeah, I'll be back in a bit when I've got some more stuff done. I'm just basically making the smeltery. Alright, so I've been doing the work. Who's this? And then I get to kill Anders. Yeah, kill Anders. Have it, Anders. Have it. And 3 bones from that. Not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. The mob farm, very basic. Working, though. Working. Doing a good job. The extra bones that I've been getting have been useful for bone meal in a load of potatoes. I got a load of baked potatoes, nourishing snacks, indeedy. They do the job. So having a bit of a potato farm is working treat. I have managed to get together all the resources by hammering stone and gravel and sand and using buckets of water to get the smeltery all up and running. All I need to do is add a bucket of lava, but I haven't got a bucket on me because they're clay buckets I need to make. So I need to make another bucket, but I'm not going to do that right now. I do have a 1 bucket of lava in here ready and a cobblestone gen nice and set up just to keep that going forever. I got a few more slab furnaces, thank you very much. Charcoal, got plenty of that now. There's some more blocks that I haven't finished with yet. Let's throw them away with the other bit. There we go. A few bits of clay left. Bits of this, bits of that. I've got some apples spare. I've got some lettuce spare. I'm getting some wheat spare. I've got some monster jerky as well. Thanks to that sort of thing there. Yes, very good, very good. I've expanded the tree farm 1 more block because I noticed inside it said range 9. So that's 8 round it and the 1 on the outside. This thing, has it got me anything yet? Nope. That's been sitting there for a while. Somebody said in the comments the other day that I should put grass in here to help the animal grow. No, grass is just there for sheep. That's not right. And anything grown here yet? No. I've been looking in Magic Farm 3 mod pack and playing around with the AgriCraft crops. You may have noticed from a few days ago, I did an Magic Farm 3 update and I started playing around with these AgriCraft. So I'm understanding how I need to lay them out. Landstrider also did quite a cool video for his regrowth series, and so did Funshine X, on how to best set these up for breeding and things like that. So I will get around to that. But right now, that wasn't my priority. Food was my priority. I've got food there. I got apples coming in here. I've got potatoes coming in there. I am fine. I got a few little bits here and there. I don't need to worry about the farming too much straight away. What I do need to mess around with a little bit more is probably creating the mob farm a bit better. A bit more automation there because the bones and the zombie flesh are awesome. Yeah, okay, so we've been slabaholics today. I've done lots and lots and lots around the base. Building lots and lots of things, getting things all set up. I feel comfortable that I've got enough food now. I've got the smeltery set up so that I've got the ability to do quite a lot of Tinker's stuff now as well. So I feel like I've got all the basics. Now I just need to expand. Like, expand the smeltery, expand the mob farm, expand the tree farm, expand the crop farms. All just expanding. And now, this has started something, hasn't it? The Wall of Shame has started something. Let's see now. Episode 3, somebody put first, and it wasn't you. Oh no, you may have tried, Bloom, but it wasn't you. You weren't the first to put first. I know, because I was keeping an eye out. So today we've got first on episode 03 was... so let's spell it right. BL00123356. If that isn't a secondary account name, I don't know what is. Just throw in some random numbers there and call it done, kid. Call it done. And episode 4. Episode 4. I bring you the one, the only, the flying banana pan. Yes, you started something in the comments on episode 4, didn't you? Alright, well, now you've got your name up. That's enough of that, okay? That's enough of that. The wall of shame. You're up on the wall of shame. Don't be doing it anymore. That's it. You're done. Thank you very much for your comments. Actually, the statistics for how many comments you get on a video and how many likes you get actually help improve the YouTube service to help YouTubers like me promote our videos better out there and get some new viewers. That is that for this episode, really. I've done pretty much everything I can over there. I was thinking about just doing that, actually, but before we go, let's complete a couple of quests, shall we? I haven't opened the book today. Let's open the book. Let's complete a couple of quests. We've got this flour, so I've got to do a mortar, I believe, which is one of the reasons why I've got these bowls in my inventory and why I'm checking out bowl before I started recording. Oh, yes. A bowl is now like this because the other way is an Agricraft irrigation channel. So I've made bowls that way instead. I had to. It was forced. And there we go. We get a pestle and mortar. I think we just throw a piece of wheat with a pestle and mortar and we get flour. There we go. I also have grown mossy stone here. Let's get that. Thank you. And I may as well replace it with another piece of mossy stone, actually, shouldn't I? That actually went into my inventory. I couldn't tell. Thank you. There we go. May as well replace that while we're here. Let it do again. Landstrider pointed out that a few people, but Landstrider, a friend of mine, also pointed out that you can put it like several blocks away. But I think I saw that comment a little while before then, also saying you can actually spread it out. But it does definitely work right underneath as well. Probably just gives me more chance of getting the mossy stone if I have it all around the water instead. But that's okay. And so that should give us 2 quest objectives completed. Let's see, mossy repair. So I've got to get this ball of moss, which I think is 9 of those. So I've got to do a fair bit more of that. The millstone, getting the flour, gives me a reward of 16 bread. Ha ha ha. Don't need to worry about food anymore. I'm going to claim the reward bag, because you never know. And I've also done the slab furnace already. That gets me this, and reward bag and a bone crook. I'm going to go for the reward bag again. And what are we on to over here? Porcelain clay. I actually got given porcelain clay, didn't I? By the book a little while ago, and I used it straight away to make this crucible. So I have to make another one of those and figure that out. Let's see, have I got inventory space? Let's throw a few things away in here for now. Get them out of the way. Yeah, I'll keep the crook on me. Remind me what I'm doing when I've finished recording. Okay, so, reward bag, number 1. Dark oak sapling, acacia sapling, and jungle sapling. Jungle saplings! Oh my days. That tree farm is about to go large. Okay, and some apiaries. Very cool apiaries. That's possibly the only way I'm going to get bees is through quest lines and things like that, isn't it? Yeah. Let me actually take these, put these in here. So I keep my trees collection put together right. It's near enough for all the vanilla trees I've got now, which is awesome. And of course, jungle saplings grow huge. So I'll be able to get some decent amount of wood from a jungle sapling a lot quicker, I should think. Awesome. And I got a load of bread, and everything's awesome. Everything is cool. I'll put the apiaries in there until I get some bees to play around with. And I am very pleased with my progress after week 1 playing on the Agrarian Skies 2. Your response has been absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much for the warm welcome in a brand new series, Agrarian Skies 2. I'm sure everyone knows that this mod pack's going to be amazing. I only hope that I can keep this series going for as long as this mod pack deserves. There may be issues. Who knows? Grow tree, grow. Cut it down. Cut it down, Chopper. Cut it down. Thank you very much. Seriously. Thank you for your likes, your comments, and all the support you give me on these videos. I've enjoyed doing daily episodes this week, and I'm not going to carry it on onto next week. It's a lot of work. But I will be doing a regular, at least 3, maybe 4 episodes per week of Agrarian Skies 2. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I'll see you in the very next episode. Tomorrow. See you later.